Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. So, the Book of Boba Fett, we're 5 episodes into this show. And so far, it's been mediocre. Very mediocre. It really says something to the quality of your show when the best episode thus far has no Boba Fett at all. Fennec Shand comes in at the end, but aside from that, it's only the Mandalorian. And I really enjoyed this episode, actually. I thought it was great. This is episode 5 of the Book of Boba Fett, and really good episode. The sets were great, story was wonderful. Bryce Dallas Howard did a really good job directing this one. The problem is that it's not called The Mandalorian. That's a separate show. This is the Book of Boba Fett, and it almost seems like they're sidelining the central character to make room for other shows that they're trying to get lifted off the ground, and it hurts the show immensely. Also, to add on to that fact that Boba Fett is portrayed completely differently in this show than I personally think he should have been. In episode 5 of Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, Darth Vader has to tell this guy, hey, don't disintegrate anybody, dude. And that's the kind of guy he was. He's a cold-blooded killer who does this for money. And in this, he's almost portrayed as this kind of grimy dude, but he's got a heart of gold. You know, they're trying to Han Solo him, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work at all. I don't like the angle that they're taking with Boba Fett, because if you're going to be a crime boss on Tatooine in Jabba's palace, you might want to do some crime. You know, that usually comes with the territory. But so far, for 4 episodes, because he's not in the 5th one, he's walked around, he's talked to people, he's made friends with a Rancor, so that was interesting. He's met a cybernetic biker gang, which was awful. Those bikes, those cybernetic kids, should not have been in this show. They don't belong in Star Wars. Again, my opinion, but some people might feel differently. But it was like we're watching Blade Runner or some type of cyberpunk. Star Wars is not cyberpunk. There are influences of the cyberpunk genre, but it's never been this cyberpunk thing, and so that felt really out of place to me. So thus far, the show has been disappointing because we never see Boba Fett in his prime, which is really shocking to me, because Robert Rodriguez, who directed the episode of season 2 of The Mandalorian where Boba Fett comes back, and in that episode he is just going crazy. He's smashing stormtrooper skulls with a gaffy stick. He's using his jetpack. He's using his wrist launcher. I mean, the dude's going nuts. And in this, he's kind of portrayed as this heavyset old man who just kind of walks around and lets Fennec Shand do all the work for him. Every episode that we see, he becomes less and less intimidating, less and less of a threat, at least to me, because of the way they portray him. He's never been portrayed as this inept, incompetent dude, except for the fact that he fell into the Sarlacc pit. So forget that. But aside from that, I think they really dropped the ball on portraying Boba Fett as he should be, which is a criminal. He's not a good guy. So I know this is supposed to be for kids, but the original Star Wars was made for kids, and he was far more threatening in that. Maybe it's because he said less. Maybe it's because he only had, 2 or 3 minutes of screen time in those movies. Who knows? But anyway, those are just my thoughts on the show thus far. I think it has the potential to be really good, but so far it hasn't proven to me that it can. So we'll see. If you like what you saw, comment down below. Like the video if you enjoyed it. See you next time.